Very briefly, Honorable Speaker, with your kind indulgence, I took seriously your communication on two major issues, not that any of them was endless. One, on the returned bill. You know, we expend a lot of time and resources processing bills. And when bills are returned, there are possibly a number of implications. One, that probably the line ministers, especially government bills, the line ministers did not do their job. Because a bill is a consultative action of Parliament. Consultations between Parliament, stakeholders, and the executive. The President, being the head of the executive, returning bill after bill is an indictment of the front bench. I would like to invite the front bench to rise to the occasion so that we do not do this work over and over. Bills are returned. Over the last couple of months, probably every other bill we have passed has been returned, including tax bills. So we need to get the executive to do this work, right, Honourable Speaker, that we do not expend time and resources on bills returning and time lost. Thank you, right, Honourable Speaker. Then secondly, on the issue of our two honourable colleagues that are in detention today, is a full year. You can see, right, Honourable Speaker, on your left, almost 90% of the members on your left are putting on black. You've not seen me on a black tie, probably for the time I have been around this house. And we did that deliberately in commemoration and raising a red flag over this injustice. But, Honourable Speaker, we are very concerned and disheartened over the circumstances over their continued detention. Clearly, the state is persecuting them because there is no other meaning of detention without trial other than persecution. Clearly, they were arrested before investigations were made. And it's very disheartening, right, Honourable Speaker, members of Parliament. So for a full year, two constituencies are without representation in this House of Parliament. I tried to reach out to the Chief Justice and the Principal Judge over this matter because I equally think that the judiciary is culpable in their continued detention and they need to rise to the occasion. The two officers, the two gentlemen, did not respond to my plea. Imagine the Chief Justice and the Principal Judge not responding to an official request by the leader of the opposition. The judiciary too is indictable in this. It's not my business to interfere with their work, but it's my business and full-time business to raise a red flag when they become flimsy in their business. Just like a Parliament is called upon to do this work judiciously. Honourable Speaker, in the circumstances, these two honourable members will require special intervention of Parliament. It's a syndicate, in my view, in our view, to have them in detention. Again, it's the Constitution. Article 23(1) is very clear, 28(3) is clear about the rights of those in detention. So for a full year, the state is unable to prosecute their case. And the last time they appeared before court, the judge had been changed. It's unacceptable. Probably our constitutional order has broken down and people are taking matters in their hands. Right, Honourable Speaker, probably this House of Parliament will be the last firewall for citizens that have their rights trampled upon by the state. I don't want to say that the judiciary has joined in a connivance, but we are asking of the judiciary to do this work to uphold the rights of citizens and to have courts independently do their work without undue interference by the state, right, Honourable Speaker. Lastly, again to raise the red flag that the citizens on whose behalf I did present their names here that had disappeared have never been accounted for. 15 Ugandans disappeared. I want to inform the front bench that you are marked. You are the people in charge when citizens are disappearing. Please just know. You are the people in charge. When Ugandans are disappearing unaccounted for, you will be made to account for these disappearances. They have children, they have wives, they have families who are promised, right, Honourable Speaker, that they're going to account for them. It's now more than a year. They cannot account for these citizens. They were arrested by the state on record. They cannot deny it. Right, Honourable Speaker, these are very compelling times. It's not just about members of parliament. It's about every citizen. Even as we speak, people are being picked without any being produced before court. It's very, very disturbing, right, Honourable Speaker? And I hope the Prime Minister will come to this parliament and probably declare a state of emergency in this country, constitutional emergency, probably a rule of the jungle that we can find our way, right, Honourable Speaker. I submit.